Oh shoot, Jack's dead. Oh no, where's Jack? Where'd they go? Okay, anyway, greetings everyone. Jackogień here. Even though Jack's not here because I was kind of in a hurry to set up. Welcome back to Anarchy Open. It's been a bit, but we're back. And by a bit, I mean it's been like, how long? Oh wait, this is Ojin. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to Ojin every time I open my PNG tuber software. I don't know what's up with that. It's just like the software just wants me to be Ojin, I guess, more so than Jack. I mean, honestly, both of them are gonna get a redo anyway. Like their designs are gonna get an overhaul sooner or later. But greetings, nice to see you, Pearl, Cat Dogs, PVT, Yang, and Joseph. Nuh-uh is my reaction to that. And forever will be my reaction to that. And hello, Swat Ninja. Hopefully you're doing swell as well. Welcome on in. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some Anarchy Open. Fair warning, my Pro controller's dead, so I'm using Joy-Con. So if I have a skill issue, that's probably the major reason why is I'm playing loose Joy-Cons. I was just made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Yeah, they a little lost when they got the right spirit. But yeah, we are. I don't have a good reason to be awake right now. I have school tomorrow, so I mean I have to wake up at. Wait, you have? Oh wow, you don't have off school on Memorial Day. That's cheating. I am getting paid time and a half because of Memorial Day, which is wild. I always use Joy-Con. I usually use Pro if I want to lock in. So it's a little weird not using I have a Minecraft. I'm gonna actually show it because I am getting more and more confidence with like actually somewhat turning on my webcam and not being scared of like, you know, making a oopsie poopsie. At least as of right now. Hopefully that maintains, but we'll see for sure. But I actually do want to show off what my typical controller I use is, which is this one right here. Hold on. Boop. It is a transparent Minecraft controller. You can see a Steve figurine inside of it. But this is what I typically use when I'm locking in. So yeah, I know the gameplay kind of got shot out there, but I can turn it back on. Yeah, the capture card just did not like me turning on my webcam for whatever reason. I can fix that though. Okay, there we go. My favorite kind of problem, the one that fixes itself. I can't hear the in-game audio now, though. Hold on. It's just very quiet. I can still hear it. Just very quiet on my end for some reason. Does the quality look off by any chance? I can't tell if the quality's off or not. Like, did that, like, stutter of my capture card ruin the quality at all? Yes or no? Hello, nobody. Hello, Master Pikachu. Can hear the silence. I can hear silence. Wait, can you guys hear silence? Wait, I'm confused now. Do y'all hear the game or not? Your statement confused me greatly. Also, let me get a ticket before I make a room, actually. Because I feel like that's important. Yeah, there's audio. Okay, good. Yang, you confused me. I was like, do y'all not hear the game audio? I can hear the SM audio, okay. Game looks fine, okay. I was worried for a second that me turning on my webcam somehow effed with the video settings, so I was like, wait. Also, I just realized I have it set to Turf War and Vibe instead of freaking Anarchy. We're doing Anarchy Open tonight. We're not doing Turf War and Vibe. That's just such a habit of mine to, like, instantly turn on the Turf War overlay. So, I'm having lots of skill issues at the start of this stream, but it's fine. Late night gaming. Yippee. Okay, I just gotta change the Turf 4 and 5 title to Anarchy Open. That's a very easy fix. I just gotta go to Pool and Pass, and I gotta change this to say Anarchy. Oh, that caps lock. Anarchy Open. And I get Angie because Anarchy Open. I'm not actually Angie though, that's just me typing. I promise. But we'll hop in. Make a room, no pass. Oh, new season. Wow, I haven't paid attention to this in a while. Yeah, there's a new season happening like in a week. Remember, chat? We play typically 3 to 4 games. We'll play a 4th game if we get like a quick knockout or something. We typically play 3 though if they're like typical length games. But welcome in. Dimitri, Jerp, and Joseph are gonna be part of our first set here. Am I ready for summer? I mean, nothing really changes for me. You gotta understand, I'm out of school. I'm out of college. I'm just a full-time worker. Nothing changes. It's just the same thing. This is what happens when you get to your mid-20s, chat. Nothing really changes between summer and spring and fall and winter. You're just stuck on the same schedule. The only thing that could change is if, like, I get promoted or something, which could happen if I lock in like I've been doing, but, you know, at least you get paid for appearing and giving effort. I mean, that is true, and I give a good effort, but it's like, I'm telling you right now that, like, once you enter your, like, mid-20s or once you're out of, like, high school and you're not going for, like, a further education or something, like, if you're in the workforce, it doesn't really change that much. Shy Guy, I just spoke to Shy Guy not too long ago. Shy Guy's doing good. He's enjoying the hiatus because, you know, everyone needs a break and everyone gets burnout. I cope with burnout in a very unhealthy manner. Caffeine overload. I'll be honest, I've low-key been kind of burned out lately, but I keep on doing daily streaming because I have a certain philosophy. And I don't know if anyone knows it or not, but let me fill you in if you don't. My reason for doing content, and my reason for doing anything, is if I can make one person's day even slightly better, I'm doing my job. And because of that, I think if I just stream every day, even for just something as small as just a small 2-hour stream, if it can make one person's life just a little bit better, I'm gonna do it. If I have the energy to do it, which I usually find some sort of way to get that energy. So that's why I'm here, that's why I do what I do, and that's why I'm too spiteful to ever give up. Hello, Icy. Totally unbiased opinion of summer, I hate it. That's valid. Like that, but I'm gonna miss school. I mean, school, I do, in some extent, I do miss school, I'll be real. I miss the classes a lot, and I miss, like, the professors and the, like, peers I've had, especially in college. But yeah, I get missing school. You, like, during, like, school, a lot of people complain about school, but, like, once school's over, then you're like, dang, I feel a little nostalgic for it sometimes, depending on, you know, POV and stuff. Summer sucks, it's like the heat of hell, but none of the cool aesthetics or cozy lava or demon. Honestly, for me, I love swimming. That is the one silver lining of summer. Hello, Genius. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the sub. I'm glad you enjoy. But yeah, 4 days of first anniversary of Prehistoric Profile. I mean, that is true. We got Splat 1 Annie coming up. I'm really excited for. I am going to be streaming Pretendo. I'm going to set up my Pretendo account and everything for the first time ever. And I'll be playing that with y'all starting at like 7 p.m. Eastern. And I'll probably run that all the way until like 11-ish. So it's going to be like a 4-hour stream. And then I still have my Banjo-Kazooie live Let's Play. I'm going to be continuing with Pro that night, I'm pretty sure. at least we came to agreement on that unless something comes up. I'm out of college and just have a full-time job. Basically, at least in my opinion, it's like kind of a drag. What I do as an individual is I try to make it the most out of whatever scenario I'm in, whether that be good or bad. Right now, it's just kind of... I don't want to say my job's mid, because I do actually enjoy my job, and I love the people I work with now. I do really enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm, like, doing a pretty... I don't want to, like, toot my own horn or anything, but I'm doing a pretty good job. And we have a supervisor position open, and I'm going to keep trying hard to potentially get that. 10 years of being a high school grad. And people say I'm old. No, I'm teasing. It's coming up on a good chunk of years. It's coming up on... It's 5 years this year. Because I was class of 2020. The only good thing about summer for me is no school. That's valid. Again, one of my favorite hobbies is swimming and camping. I do enjoy, like, kayaking, camping. Anything water related I do enjoy, which is weird as somebody who's named after fire, but I do enjoy summer for the water activity. It just because I am just a mid-20-year-old with a full-time, like a pretty much full-time gig. I just don't, you know, I don't do anything other than, you know, work and stream and sleep. Which, again, as I said, my motivation for streaming makes me just keep on going no matter what. And I do love streaming, or else if I didn't love it, I wouldn't be here, of course. So I'm happy to be here for y'all, and I hope y'all are happy to be here for me, vice versa thingy. I don't know, words are hard. After a gym found in aquatic creatures and I don't like swimming at all. That is valid. I love Hellfire. I mean, true, it's just like one of those, like, the irony of it. Irony, Pearl is named after aquatic gym, but hell creature. I'm named after fire, but I do enjoy water. Funny, I just thought of, like, more of my lore. I don't want to yap about it, though, because I don't want to annoy anyone. But, I will make it very brief. I'll make it a brief ramble for those who don't really care about original characters or anything. But, I have a character, and their name is Woda, the Polish word for water. Please don't ever stop. Okay. I just don't know who all likes the OC stuff. I know there's a good chunk of folks who do, but I don't want to, like, assume. But Woda is basically, like, a very, like, very tragic character where literally all of their emotions washed away. Get it? Because, like, Woda, water. And because of that, they are just unhinged and unpredictable, sort of like waves of the ocean. And it's really, I was just like talking about water just made me think about more about Woda's lore. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like there's so much I would want to write with that character. Because like, Woda's sort of like, okay, do y'all know like in character writing how like, when they say a character has, like, its own shadow. So, like, you have the main protagonist or whatever, and then there's a shadow to that main protagonist. Think, like, Kevin 11 and Ben 10, or, like, Goku and Vegeta, or quite literally Sonic and Shadow. Like, Sonic is, Shadow is Sonic's shadow, quite literally. Like, a shadow character is made to, like, reflect the other, like, sort of contradicting attributes of, like, the, like, other character. Wooda's kind of like that to Ojin. Wooda is, like, another, like, canine that, like, looks corrupted. That's, like, purple and yellow and white. And it's supposed to represent more of, like, toxicity and, like, pollution and things like that. I'm sorry you got squid bagged. I try to avoid squid bagging, honestly. I like to be sportsman-like, because, or sports NB-like, because, you know, it just feels better. I feel better being a good sports NB than I do, you know, being toxic. So I try to, like, you know, maintain my peace, love, and good vibes mentality, and I try not to be toxic. Yeah, I don't know. I can show off a picture of Wuda. Wuda might get a redesign alongside Ojin. Because, like, Ojin and Jack are getting redesigns or updated looks to reflect, like, my more modern self, like, my more... Because here's the thing about Jack and Ojin. They were made when I was, like, you know, an enthusiastic, ready to tackle college, like, 18-year-old. I'm 23. I'm, like, mid-20s. I want to update both Jack and Ojin's appearance to reflect how I am in my mid-20s here. You know, a little bit burned out, a little bit buggy, like, bagged under eyes, but still, like, going strong, and still, like, you know, trying to focus on the good. So, like, permanently tired 24/7, but still smiling and still trying to do the best they can. That's sort of how I see myself, and that's how, obviously, Ojin and Jack are both reflections of myself. They're my self, like, characters. My Sona. My Sonas. EP creature, for real. Except not so little. I'm, like, 5'11". Sadly. I mean, I'm actually kind of numb to being... I don't have a strong, like, opinion on my own height, I guess. I think it's because, like, mostly my height actually does benefit my current job status as a security guard, because then it gives off that sort of, like... My face gives off a naturally friendly demeanor, and a lot of people see it as approachable, which is why, like, people are comfortable coming up to me, asking questions, like, asking for help. But my body, like, I'm, like, big, can be intimidating when it needs to be, which is helpful for security, you know, because, like, you're there to help protect, but you're also there to, like, make sure no one does anything bad, hence the intimidating factor actually being a benefactor. And hello, Robo. Hopefully you're doing well. I think that was game 2. I think we have one more with this group, and then we'll rotate. Yes, I was right. Wow. I'm not used to being right. Nice wins so far. We'll take those W's. Your energy is very little creature-coded. Well, I do like being a gremlin sometimes. POV Marpar. If I could be Chaotic Gremlin, and some of my favorite, like, fictional characters are Chaotic Gremlin. Jack Gremlin moment. So, like, Boo, you know, Dry Bones. I'm trying to think, like, who else fit. Oh, Fawful. Fawful is, like, my favorite antagonist, like, ever. Fawful is very gremlin-coded. Which is why, funny enough, I saw LED Games, doing her, like, streamer marathon, and I saw, like, a thing where it was like, oh, if you super chat $5, you can have any fictional character on the overlay. I paid, like, $5 to have Fawful from Bowser's Inside Story in her overlay for that stream marathon. And it was funny, like, her reaction was like, I've never seen this character ever, and I'm just over there like, tee-hee, this is my emotional support gremlin. From, like, one of my favorite games of all time. Spike? Wait, you mean from, like, MLP, or? I haven't watched MLP in forever. I was a brony at one point, though. that was a once upon a time thing. I have not. I hear it is actually, like, a good show to genuinely binge watch, but I'm not quite sure. How many rounds per reset? 3. We do 3 unless we get, like, immediately, like, destroyed. Then we'll do 4. Or if we immediately destroy them, like, if it's, like, a quick knockout game, we'll play a bonus game. I do know Discord is, like, a really interesting character of that show. But again, like I said, I watched a little bit of it. There was a stage where, like, I binge-watched, like, I think the first 2 seasons or something. Did my wave breaker just vanish on itself? Okay. I was close to saying more. I mean, technically, depending on your POV, you could call it morning because it is AM. It just matters on perspective. I yapped earlier and said, like, oh, hey, you know, I see, from my own personal perspective, I see nighttime as any time it's dark. I see evening as, like, 5 p.m. to sunset. I see your brother, your wave breaker, say, hey, I'm gonna fall, and destroyed itself. Yeah, that was so sad. Alexa, play Broken Coral. I should be asleep. You should. You should, mister. I'm going on hiatus. Going on hiatus means you should take care of yourself and sleep and eat proper. I'm going to Satan grab you when I have a moment. I got you appreciate, because I knew, like, you would say it. I know you at this. I know, like, your, like, common dialogue, I will say. I knew you were gonna say it. If I didn't say it, you were gonna say, Alexa, play Broken Coral, which I still appreciate Broken Coral. I would just made the reference before you could, because I want to be silly. That's 1 soul converted. 8 billion more to go. Hello, Daniel. Hopefully you're doing well. Broken Coral is good. I never disliked Broken Coral, just to clarify. It just, I never really, like, latched onto this song as much as until Pearl just kept commenting it. And just was like, oh, well, every time I say Alexa, play Despacito, my back of my brain says, oh, Broken Coral, though. Break has been good, though. I need work on vids. Honestly, please tell me. Chat, do me a favor and yell at me to make my anniversary video, or at least YouTube Shorts for my, like, channel anniversary that's literally coming up in a week. I do need to do something for it, and instead of just streaming, I want to, like, edit at least something to, like, celebrate 5 years of streaming / 5 years of content creation. Literally, 5-year anniversary is so close. I gotta, like, you know, do something with it. Oh, gosh darn. Greg doesn't like it, but then again, his opinion is a general artist. How do I put it lightly? Bad. I mean, Mr. Milkbelt. Greg has, I'll just say Greg has interesting takes and leave it at that. Because I don't want to belittle anyone for their perspectives, but I'll just say they're interesting. That is the polite manner in which I will speak of somebody else's perspective if I don't agree with it. When it comes to materialistic things or, like, food or something. No, I'm gonna Satan grab you. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, I Satan grab you back. Also, GG's, nice 3-game W. Oh, shoot, wait, hold on. Was that the person who... I need to look something up quick while we rotate here. Let's just go to my wrench wielder channel. It was that person. Yeah, I need to remove that person from this switch real quick. The notification that just came on the screen about this one person still being on my friends list should not be on my friends list because they said some very bad stuff. Also, Meowity Jerp, hopefully you're doing well. I need to nuke somebody. Mods, prepare the nukes. Is it up here or is it, because they are online. Unless they show up down here. I thought they just showed up online, that's the thing. Wasn't unless their in-game name's different, but no, because they showed up. Wasn't them? They're good. They're fine. What the hell? Hold on, I want to remove this. Oh, there it is. 1 minute ago. You're not safe. You're not safe. You got banned from my community for a very particular reason, which I will add some context and just say homophobia. They were in my Discord with a different username. I think their Discord name is like Football Goat or something like that. It was a fan of Short Cat. It wasn't the Short Cat, just to clarify. It was a Short Cat impersonator. EA Sports. Boo. Yeah. No, it was a fake Short Cat, trust me. It was a fan. I know the person who was in the stream live chat before. They're a fake cat impersonator. Their YouTube name and their Brooke's good. Mario Wolf is good. And Athena is good. We'll play 3 games with you 3 unless we have like a quick knockout either against us or we do the quick knockout, then we just play a bonus game if like a quick knockout thingy happens. Yeah, no. I just want to add some clarification. It was not the Short Cat. I do not know the Short Cat. I just know them from YouTube Shorts and that they make Mario Kart videos. That was not them. That was a fan of theirs. It was not the individual. Just to clarify. I don't know that person, and they don't know me. High five. I can't really high five with a curling bomb. I started gate, but that's my best attempt at high fiving. There you go, Brooke. Yeah, it was an impersonator. But yeah, I just wanted to add some clarification and firmly state again, because this happened twice. This happened twice with 2 viewers. I will never. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, I'm a pan NB, but I will never stand for homophobia, ever. It was, in my personal opinion, I'm only gonna say this once because I don't like talking. 2 things I don't like talking about on this channel is politics and religion, because that like can stir up some like heated tension. But I'm just gonna say this once and just get it over with. In my personal opinion, if there is a God loves everybody. If they exist. I don't know if they do. I'm a skeptic. But I just don't think love or being yourself is ever a sin. And that's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna drop it. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna play Splatoon 3 Anarchy. And we're just gonna vibe tonight. Also, we are getting a little bit cooked already, which is a little concerning, but it is Eel Tail Zone, so it can happen. Also, yeah, we did one Mahi. I was like wondering, like, did we play Mahi at all? Yeah, we did. Oh yeah, I forgot you. Thanks for the reminder, Pearl. I completely forgot your game was Brooke. Thank you for the reminder. My dumb just like locked in on like knowing you. Oh hey, it's Pearl. Pearl's Pearl. Forgot in-game name different. Gotta know the lore, the Pearl lore. The lore. I'm just gonna spray everywhere and do a little funny. And by a little funny, I mean die horribly, because Explo. We're talking about it, but I get. Oh, ew. Please, I'm gonna look through my, like, ad settings and see if I can turn off AI. I don't know if that's an option or not, because, like, I know there's certain things like, oh, you can turn off ads for casinos, you can turn off ads for alcohol. I let those ads play, because I'm, like, suggestive 16+. If there is a setting to turn off AI ads, I will, because I do not want to, like, really support AI at all. Especially not AI art. AI art isn't art, it's imitation and it's garbage. Support actual artists, chat. If you, like, legit, just commit, like, save up money and commission a real artists. There's plenty of them on the internet who are really skilled and deserve support. Let's go, we took zone back. It's not over yet. We might be Jackogień. It's just looking a little dicey at the moment, that's all. I could only get one. Worse on. Oh yeah, trust me, I saw. Okay, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, but I saw an ad on YouTube Mobile where it was like, get ready for a boob-tastic adventure, and it showed a big booba anime lady. I'm not joking. This was an actual legit ad on YouTube. It felt like I was on an illegal site with the kind of advertisement I was getting. I was like, excuse me? This is YouTube.com. What is happening? You know what category AI would be, and that is, it should have its own category, and it should just be nuked. Like, I don't want those kind of ads. And we got beat up by Hatsune Miku. I didn't do well either. We just kind of got shut out there. It's okay. I'll go on the AI ads of the... Okay, wait, yes, I have... like, and it plays Christmas music, too. Why are they playing Christmas music in the middle of freaking May? It's not even, oh, Christmas in July. It's not even freaking June yet. Why are you playing freaking Christmas music on some stupid AI robot dog? I want to choke that ad to death. But swearing gets you to... I mean, see, that's the weird thing. It hasn't really for me. There's been streams where I drop the F-bomb like it's hot, and I still, like, get full-on monetized for that stream. So, it's weird. I don't know how the, like, demonetization fully works for streaming, because, like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really had much problems getting streams demonetized before, unless you use a very strong curse word. Like, there's the C word that I know instantly, like, limits your ad revenue. There's, like, any sort of slur, which I don't use slur, like, ever. Sorry, I'm hiccuping mid-sentence. But I will never use slurs because I don't agree with that. You get those ads too, yeah, they're ridiculous. I'm just trying to mindlessly scroll YouTube shorts while I'm trying to take a shit. You know how frustrating it is to see, like, stupid AI advertisements while you're taking a fat dookie at work? It's frustrating. Can I stop having hand problems for 5 seconds? POV, you're playing a brush. POV playing ink brush. I think ad quality control has dipped recently because, in a sense, it's insensitive to buy YouTube Premium. I mean, yeah. Look, the only reason why I say I would support this YouTube Premium is it actually helps me out. There's a whole section in my monetization that specifically, if somebody with YouTube Premium watches my content, it boosts my ad revenue a little bit. That's the only reason why I'd say get YouTube Premium, is just, it does help creators. But other than that, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. Like, I think just super chatting or channel memberships are so much better than just getting YouTube Premium if you want to support a creator. Alright, I want to figure out where they are, and then just jump scare. Blah, blah. As for the ads, I've never seen it have a YouTube Premium plus ad block. Dang. I play Octobrush, though. I should be spared. I mean, true, but brush moment, regardless, you're hitting a lot of ZR. Smile. arthritis is coming for any brush user. I haven't seen a Robot Bunny ad yet. I hope I don't. Memberships should really let you watch. Actually, true. There should be a membership tier where it's like, oh, if you pay enough, you don't have to watch ads. Like, make that like a $5 tier option or something, like by default. Like, oh yeah, if you pay like, you know, the more better subscription thingy, you don't have to watch ads. Smile. If I get carpal tunnel before or going into school for animation, do I get like a scholarship? I mean, maybe. That would be, honestly, look it up. There's a scholarship for a lot. Look, I'll be completely flat out point blank honest with you. I got a scholarship because of my TISM. Literally, I got like a $500 scholarship for writing like a 1-page essay about being on the spectrum. And like, look, $500 is $500, okay? Like that helps. It wasn't much, but it helped, and I will take anything I could get going into college and like avoiding having more debt. So, you know. Just playing a game that's like the 90s, it's very polygonal. Ooh, yummers. Takes notes. Look, trust and just say, look for scholarship. There could be one out there. Honestly, genuinely one of the things I might do, chat, if I ever make it big, and by big I mean like, oh, I'm rolling in the big dough, like freaking whatchamacallit, like I just won the lottery type money. If I ever make it big, either as a content creator, which I don't think I will, or more preferably as a game developer one day, I will make my own Jackogień scholarship, where like you just basically, I would just want to like people to write about their passion, like whatever your passion is, whatever makes you you, what drives you to get out of bed in the morning. That's the type of thing I want to read. I like to see what is at the like center of someone's soul. What's that fire? What's that spark? That's what I love to hear. And so if I ever make it big, that's the type of scholarship program I would run. Because, like, yeah, that's something I would do, is make a scholarship foundation. Being the most girl failure. I mean, that just sounds like such a mood. I can't believe I lived at the end, but okay. I mean, I could be the old... I don't know. I'm thinking of a joke, but I don't know if I should say it. I mean, it's about myself. I was gonna say I'm such a boy fail I became an NB. No, genuinely the reason why I'm NB is because, it feels more comfortable. Genuinely. Nuh-uh! Pearl, I'm gonna strangle you. Mods! Grr. Just kidding. Slash lighthearted. Eh. So real, so relatable, I see. Also, I think that was game, what, 2? Yeah, that was game 2. We'll play this third game here. Smile. Alright. Cuddle Bear? Oh my gosh, wait, Bunny's cousin? Chat, we found Bunny's cousin. Look, it's Cuddle Bear. It's related. Oh my god, it's Bunny's cousin. That's crazy. Wow. Oh. Ah, dang it. The Prankfest AU goes crazy, so real. Team Cuddle Buddy, Team Cuddle Bear, or Team Cuddle Chick. Oh, gosh darn it. Me when, like, Paintbrush is actually slow. Sag. Alright, we can do this. We can still get the W here. We're in the lead, so I shouldn't worry at all, actually. Dang, instantly get rid of my Blade Breaker, I see. Cuddle Bunny in an alternate timeline becomes Cuddle Bear. Dub Bears. Okay, come on, let's go this way. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Nisa, no like this. I know you're over there. I knew you were there, Flop. I didn't forget about you. I know I have a piss poor memory, but I remember the location of the person I was beating up. Trust me, I would remember if someone's beating me up. Just saying. And I would have their number on speed. I mean, y'all didn't hear that. Ah, dang it. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I'm so cooked, I'm so cooked, I'm so cooked. Yep. Knew it. There was nothing I could do. I was like, I am in an awful position right now, and I do not know how to get out of it. Dang it, I keep... Grr. It's not over. Go, Marwolf. Let's go. Dang, that sniper is, like, really... Snipers on Mahi are a threat. I mean, they're a threat, like, on a lot of stages, but especially a small map like Mahi. Same with the Heavy, too, because, like, range moment. I just realized, like, I have the most range out of all of us, and it's not really working out, because I'm also just getting cooked. Gosh dang it, where'd you come from? Okay. This is gonna be tricky. Oh, nice try. Like, a second off Marwolf. Good job. Good try, good try. Whitebeard does have more range? Okay. I wasn't sure. It was Misa and Yusa, then, who had the most range. We just got zoned out by the freaking snipey and Heavy. I'm most likely going to work on my order gear abilities, since that's my old 3K gear. Nice. When a sword has more range. Wiper and Saber have more range than you would expect. Damn. Well, we're gonna rotate. Actually, I want to see the range for myself, so I'm gonna go. So that's that range has 1, 2, 3 line. I believe you, Pearl. I'm just doing it for science. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then Wiper. God dang. Okay. Shit. I didn't realize how much... Wiper literally has the same as, like, Pain when just doing the quick flick, and then does more when with the chart. That's wild, okay. Okay. I did not know that information. I feel like Paintbrush needs a buff. Smile. Nice yippee chirp. Yippee! Okay. We're getting 3 new folks. Whoever has no follow-up, Paintbrush is barely doing anything at max range. Damn. Alright, we got Chase, Markar, and Chirp back with the freaking 2 lines and a squiggly line. Chirp! You're lucky you're chill. I'm trying to think of words, but my brain just, like, had a whole start off, turn off, and turn back on reading that. I'm gonna smack you with my brush. Ay, ay, ay. It'll confuse people. I mean, it's okay, Yang. It happened. Bonk. Bonk. Also, chat, I didn't realize, I feel bad because I didn't see the DM until 2 days later, but apparently Alpha invited me to a, like, collab this week, and I already made my stream schedule, so I'm actually pushing back Pokerogue, like, an hour. It's gonna be 11 p.m. instead of 10 p.m., and I'm gonna, like, ask my family, like, hey, can I start streaming at 7? Because I want to join Alpha and, like, a bunch of other folks. It's gonna be, what I know so far is, I actually don't know what's public, so I'm just gonna say TD, Smile, Mario Kart collab with Alpha and others. Because I don't know what Alpha said, and I don't know what anyone else said, if anyone else has it in their stream schedules or not, but I am now preemptively probably a part of that. I have to, like, yap to my fam and be like, hey, please, pretty please, Smile, can I do that? Because, like, I don't, see, the thing is, I've been, like, I changed my stream schedule mostly so that, like, I can help out the fam during the day, which is why I've been streaming, like, either right when I get home from work, like tonight, or days I'm off, I still don't stream until, like, 9:30 when they go honk shoe, honk me. But, yeah, I was, like, initially only gonna stream starting at, like, 10 p.m. there, so I would be, you know, for sure, like, out of my family's way. But now I'm like, hey, can I stream from, like, 7 to, like, 1 a.m.? Smile. Also, we are getting cooked here. We're gonna do a bonus game. That was way too quick of a knockout, so that game doesn't count. That game's gone. Reduced to atoms. That game never existed. Smile. And we're gonna pretend that this new game's gonna be game 1. So that game didn't happen. We don't know we don't know, like, nuh-uh. That game didn't exist. And you know what? Because we were talking about the fella, we're gonna play Alpha's weapon for this one here. Wait, I just went right over the blob. I'm not intelligent at all. Get out of here. I'm not trying to scan an amiibo. We're gonna play blob until I lose with it. Alright. Yeah, he doesn't smooch it like you smooch roll. See, exactly. See, you gotta smooch your weapon, chat. If you love something or someone, give it a big ol' smooch. Obviously with consent, but my roller consents. I know. I know they do. Trust. I can hear my roller. My roller says, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me again. It does start like chat, I know the modification I need to do. I need to modify my roller to play that freaking song, like the meme song, like the kiss me, kiss me, kiss me again. Like, have that as like a button on my roller that plays that song. would be the funniest thing to me. The emoji Moai. Yeah, I saw Floda go online. I wonder if Floda is gonna jump scare stream. Smile. Alright, let me... blah, 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 blah. No! Oh, wow, I barely lived through that. I saw you, Carbon. You don't think I did, but I did. Smile. I couldn't really do anything there. I got bombed. Oh, it's this person again. They have 5-star T-Tech and they just roll. They're just playing T-Tech. They're rolling Splat Bomb and like tri-striking. That is just how you play T-Tech. You might be on a. I just saw Floda say Splatoon 3 though. Unless Floda always has Splatoon 3 on though, so you know. You can never tell. It's one of those moments. It's like me, like. Actually, it's not like me, because like whenever I'm not streaming, I'm gonna have Cult of the Lamb on. I'll be honest with you, I'm so addicted to that game right now. If you see me online and I'm not playing a game I'm streaming, it's gonna be Cult of the Lamb. Any other time, I'm probably just streaming. So if you're there, say chat. Nuh-uh. Floda would actually just come in a Moai emoji and not say anything else, just to go back to lurking. I used Among Us and remember that made me feel shackled again. Oh no. Among Us! Oh my gosh, I'm getting so absolutely destroyed. I am not blobbing my lobby. I need a loud and correct buzzer, Pearl, because I'm thinking about it. They blob on my lob until... Oh, jeez. I need to get all my unhinged energy out earlier this week before I collab, because I might be collabing with more family-friendly folks. So I gotta get rid of all the gremlin energy now. Extremely loud and correct buzzer. Thank you. Oh god dang it. You can have a bit of gremlin energy as a treat. Yippee! Yummers. My favorite gremlin energy. Oh gosh. I don't like the Zuki though. The Zuki I fear no creature but Zuka. Oh wait, I just realized it's Cuddle Bear again. Okay, blobbing is working now. I'm starting to remember how to blob a little bit. Not fully, but a little bit. Enough to get through this game. It's just figure out where they are and just spam, pretty much. Or predict where they're going to be and just aim where they're going to be. Is like the ultimate way to play. Like, where do I think these folks are gonna go? And then just start lobbing their blob. Let's go. Nuh-uh. No, no, no. Got team money ticket from Harmony. Ooh, yummer. What a lucky grab. Those are very few and far between. Keep those for emergencies. Yeah, true. Money tickets are so much harder to get than level up tickets. It's insane. But at the same time, using up level tickets isn't too bad because, like, there is a end goal of getting to level 999. I don't know who's gonna get there before S4, but I mean, 999 is a funny thing to try to get to. I'm hoping to at least get to level 333. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if like Splatoon 4 takes like a good year or two, I could see myself getting to level 333. Alright, this was technically game 1, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, because that game didn't count. This was technically game 1. The folks who got 999 during Grand Fest is crazy. They just played all, like, what? All 72 hours straight? Or how many hours straight was it? It was, like, Thursday at 8 p.m., I think. Or 7 p.m. I don't remember. That was so... Oh, my gosh. That feels like a blur. It's weird thinking back to, like, Grand Fest because that was my last semester of college. Like, I literally finished up, like, that was my last semester. I graduated in fall of 2024. I was a December, like, whatever the commencement or whatever it is called happened in December. So I technically was still class of 2024. I just took an extra semester. But still, it's so weird to think about that because it's like, I've been so comfortably out of college for so long that it feels like longer than it is, if that makes sense. This frontline squiffer is like driving me up the wall right now. Okay. Oh my gosh, stop coming for me! Please, if you're going to try to back me into a wall, take me to dinner first. Please and thank you. That's all I ask. I just want to be treated right. Oh my gosh, okay. 999 in both ink and table turf would be insane. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. Uh-oh. I just realized we are not having pain in mid. Please. Okay, we capped it. Okay. I just keep dying. We're getting absolutely hammered right now. I might... No, wait, I already 4-starred both of those, didn't I? Wait, I don't think I did... Did I do the Octo Shot too? Or just T-Tech? I need to check. If I didn't, I might turn off my brain and grab one of those. I'm very much tempted to regress back to that. Yeah, third kits would be so nice if it does happen. I do hope, like, if we get third kits, it's like a 3-year anniversary thing just to tie us over for, like, until whenever S4 happens. That would be nice, and add, like, the Splatfest to PBs, even though I don't like how PBs are in S3. Like, literally, the only change they need to do is make a proper host feature and be like, oh, yeah, by the way, only the host of the lobby can force close the lobby. That's all they need to do. That is not hard to program. I myself could probably program that. If I knew how Splatoon 3's code worked, I could probably code that, because that is not difficult at all. You just define an element, like, as, like, part of, like, the player class, right? So, like, there's code in the game that defines a player class. And, like, you can define it in such a manner where you can give it an attribute of a Boolean value, determining if you created the lobby or not. If you were the one who created the lobby, then you are the only one who has access to force close the lobby then, or force close a game mid-match. That's not too difficult to do. I could figure that shit out. If host can close, pretty much. Something along those lines is all you would have to program. Is, like, define, like, what a host is, Make it so that, like, if it's the host, only the host can close the lobby. It's not hard. It's definitely not difficult to do. Bubblegum decaf would be so cool, yeah. I would love an actual, like... I want to make, like, a Zekko roller concept. If I was good at, like, art or 3D modeling, I would love to make, like, a Zekko roller. It would be, like, maroon and, like, you know, like, Zekko colors. So, like, black and red and maroon. It just, it'd be so nice. For lobbies hosts, since they are the ones who control the maps and modes, they just gotta add the second bar. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's already stuff in the game that determines who the host is. All you have to do is add that code only to the host. It's simple. Nintendo just doesn't do it. I think that was game 2. I think we have one more. I'm just double checking. Yeah, because that... Wait. Yeah, that game didn't count. We have one more with this group. I'm going to see... Yeah, shoot. I already did T-Tech and Octoshot. I was going to do that technique, but I'm going to decide not to. God dang, get out of here. Tell you what. I'm going to Nautilus Gaming. We're going to Nautilus Gaming. For now. God dang it, get out of here. This is what happens when you get third-party Joy-Cons, I swear. I mean, these are really cool Joy-Cons. They're replicas of the Splatoon 3 Joy-Cons, but they're third-party, which sucks. Because, like, it does that error thing, because it doesn't actually have an NFC chip in them, but the console still recognizes them as a regular Joy-Con. So it's like, we'll have that error just happen from time to time. The piss cloud from the bathroom weapon is fun. Piss. Now take this, my super laser pit. Alright, I'm hoping Naughty can help me out here. Oh yeah, they're like cinnamon and zapper. Yummers. I don't know why Yummers and Yippee are like two of my favorite like verbal stems for some reason. It's Yummers and Yippee. It's just so nice. I think we are killing them. Smile. Oh, gosh darn. Me when I get sniped. So we're doing really good now. I think this is going to make up potentially for our game where we got swamped. We might be swamping them. Smile. Keywords might. That hammer did a lot of damage to us. Oh, gosh dang it, sword. Oh, hello, Random. Thanks for the raid. Hopefully you're doing well. What were you up to tonight, Random Square? How you doing? It's been a hot minute since we spoke, but hopefully you're doing well. Last time we hung was... Wait, what game... What were we doing with me, you, and Blaze? I know we did something. What? That felt like ages ago. What was that? My brain can't brain right now. I'm sorry. I got off of second shift and I just streamed right off second shift now, so my brain's just kind of bleh. But hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for raiding me. Can one of my mods please grab Random Square's link, please, and thank you. Oh, they're using ink back. Oh, I just got taken out by their Nautilus. I'll try to read all the raiders' name in a second. Thank you very much for raiding me again. I'm Jack, or Ojin, or Jackogień. I'm mostly known for Splatoon and random streams as well, or like variety streaming. Huge Nintendo nerd though. Like a big part of my community is Nintendo based. They said the thing! Yes, I did. Say the line, Bart. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. They shot me through a wall. The netcode is awful. There's no way. We love netcode, chat. Netcode is so good. Me when the shooter game doesn't have a good netcode. Okay. Nope. Okay. GG. Let's rotate. I think that was our third game with this group. Alright, let me give a proper hello now to everyone who came on over. Hello, GG. Hello, Ferret. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello, Bella. Hello, Shiley. Shilese, I think is how you pronounce. Hello, Tiziana. Of course, hello, Random. Hello, Leo. Hopefully you're all doing well. Me when the shooter game uses peer-to-peer in 2025. It's like, oh my gosh, why? Why? Why would they use peer-to-peer connection in the big 25? Makes me so grr. I feel like I didn't do too bad with Nautilus for someone who hasn't touched this weapon forever, but I'm still gonna swap. One of my pains maybe, or one of my 4-star weapons that I want to do. I mean, Nautilus is one of my 4-star weapons that I eventually want to get to, but I don't know, just that style's not working for me at the moment. Let's see. Can you stop, Nintendo? You know what? I'm gonna play Big Swig Express. I think Big Swig is good because it paints a lot, and yeah, it paint good, and my brain is not braining. It has Egg Storm, and Egg Storm is funny. All right, as long as you weren't part of the previous set, you can join right away. Welcome in Daniel, Splat Ninja, and Joseph. Gosh, I like that and don't like that equally. That makes me want to chuckle, but also shake my head disappointedly at the same time, and I don't know. That's such a weird feeling reading the words swigma in reference to Big Swig. Have a good streamy. I will have a good streamy. Have a good night. We'll probably go, yeah, we'll at least go another hour here. Because, yeah, I like to do a minimum of 2 hours. I'm getting up at like 9 o'clock, so I want to go to bed like around 2-ish. Yeah, you're fine, Juliet. It's no biggie. It's just a misinput. It's a misinput! You calm down! Okay, anyway. Sody Cloud. Yummers. And now we got grape soda. Actually, low-key, grape soda is overhated in my opinion. I like grape soda. I don't get it too often. I mostly get, if I do get grape soda, there's like a local place that like, a local brand of soda that I get. But grape soda's good. Between Pepsi, Coke, and Sprite, it depends. I'm usually a Pepsi drinker. But I will admit I really like Coke Vanilla. So, you know, it's hard to tell. It depends because, like, also I love those, you know those machines that have, like, the 100, like, different flavors of, like, soda? I like getting myself a, like, vanilla root beer from one of those. Or, like, anything that's, like, cherry vanilla is, like, peak soda flavor in my opinion. So we are getting absolutely hammered right now. I think we're coming across an actual competitive folk because, like, I saw, like, the matching names and they might be competitive. Also, it's freaking eel tail zone, which doesn't help. It is what it is. GG's. I'm not gonna get salty over Splatoon. I'm just here to hang out and vibe with y'all. The unholy cloaca. The freestyle machine. Yeah, that game's not gonna count. We're gonna do 3 others. Like I did say, if we get knocked out too quickly, we're not gonna count the round. And that was just, we're gonna play 3 different ones here. That went by too quick. I just want to be Big Swig Gaming. Crying, sobbing, rolling. This reminds me of the conversation I had, or like the interaction I've had with Splatroid about how I think the future Splatoon should have both Anarchy open for just like playing casually with friends, and also like a league mode for more competitive based gaming. I don't like how Anarchy open is just this giant mess of like literally everyone. Because like you'll go from like people goofing off in meme teams to try hard competitive in like the span of like different games back to back. They said they would bring back League in the Splatoon Direct, and that never happened. They just added the like power feature to Anarchy Open, which is so dumb because like how they presented it is how I think they should have done it. With Anarchy Open being more for everybody, and then like if you want to walk in and like try hard for power and stuff, you play League. I don't think not age groups, because age does not define skill. Trust me, there are people in this world who are like top players who are like 13 versus people who are like, you know, only average like me who's 23. So I don't think dividing the community in age groups is a good thing. I just think dividing the option, or allowing the option between more casual versus more competitive based would be better. An issue that they could have solved by not making a billion queues in the first place. Exactly. Like, here's my thought process. Is like, have the same map and mode rotation for Anarchy Open and League. That way it's sort of the same queue, but not really, because it would be like, okay. Then, Anarchy Open, you know, Anarchy Open and League could have the same map and mode combo. It's just one's more competitive based and one's more casual based. X-Rank having its own map and modes isn't too bad in my opinion, because that's how it worked in Splatoon 2. And it was fine in Splatoon 2. I think the issue is like having Anarchy Open, Anarchy Series, you know, and X-Rank. I think maybe at that point make Anarchy Series and X-Rank the same map mode combo then. That would make more sense. To me anyway, because like X-Rank can be more single player focused, potentially, and then like the multiplayer aspect will be League. You know what I mean? Like that's my theory to fix it, is like X-Rank. If you want to play X-Rank with friends, X-Rank with friends would be like Anarchy Series, and X-Rank solo would just be like Anarchy Series as well. Pretty much, if you want to play ranked with friends, do that through either X-Rank or X-Rank or League. And then if you want to play solo, you have Anarchy Series and also X-Rank you could solo queue in. So like, that's my thought on how to fix that issue. Like, it's not too like, it's definitely fixable, in my opinion. And I hope that whatever they cook for S4, they fixed that, because that's definitely a big flaw of this game, in my opinion. It's like, there's a lot of friction, there's a lot of tension, and, like, it felt like you're mashing, like, two different mentalities together that think differently, you know what I mean? And it just doesn't really work. I cannot tell you how many times I've had, like, I felt like I was, like, the odd one out for just playing, like, Anarchy Open casually. During, like, Splatoon 3's more, like, active time period when, like, competitive was a lot more active. It felt like every time I wanted to play Anarchy Open, every single time would come across a comp team, or every single time would come across, like, a duo, or anyone who was, like, more competitive-based. I don't have a problem with the competitive scene at all, just to clarify. The issue comes when there is conflict and, like, tensions arising because of how the game cues players. You know what I mean? That's when issues occur. And that's when issues occurred and have occurred throughout Splatoon 3's lifespan. I think the easiest fix you can do is make Anarchy series and X-Rank solo queue the same. And then whatchamacallit, Anarchy Open and League the same queue, where, you know, League would be more competitive based. Anarchy Open would be more casual. I don't know what you're saying, Splat Ninja. I don't know what 1 out of 10 means. I'm assuming it means KD or something. I was not really paying attention. I was in yapping mode. Oh, 1:10 a.m. I completely forgot the time. It also probably my brain is now sees time more so in the 24-hour format because of work. Being a security guard, you're used to seeing a 24-hour time period now. Or I'm used to seeing a... Wow, I can't even word right. I'm so used to seeing 24-hour format. So instead of like 1:10, I think 0110. Or like, instead of 3 p.m., I think 1500. That's just how my brain like recalculated itself to get used to my work environment. Was I literally got used to the 24-hour time period just so that I can write reports more efficiently at work. Hello, Jagger. Hopefully you're doing well. Or Jaguar. I read that as Jagger, like you got the moves like Jagger, but I just realized it's Jaguar, like the animal. Hopefully you're doing well. It's 0110 or 0118 now, so my brain's not braining sometimes. It's okay. It happened. Eggstorm is funny. I don't have a brain. Can you take mine? Just babysit it. Babysit my brain for a little bit, please. Just get it out of my head for a little while so I can just be no thought, head empty, smile. Okay, we'll take the W there. Let's go. What's a brain? I don't know, you want one? I just throw it out. Aww. But I need it for work. I just want you to babysit it, please. Can someone just watch my brain? You know, like, put it in a display case or something. I don't know. Storm is annoying. Please babysit my brain. Pretty please. I don't need a brain. I just need to play. Genuinely. No thought, head empty. Be an annoyance to society. That's what I want right now. That game didn't count there. So that was game 1, that was game 2. This will be the 3rd game here with this group, and then we'll back out. Also, nice drip Daniel. I see the Jackogień drip. What is tier list? Tier lists are something people can create to express their perspective on what they think is good versus bad. My day's going good. Thanks for asking, Cat Dogs. Hopefully yours is going well. But no, yeah, tier lists are a specified special list. It usually goes like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier. And depending on how good something is, that's how much higher you'd put the tier. In my opinion, this is my perspective, I think tier lists should never be viewed as factual. I think tier lists, especially for like games and like, you know, perspectives and things like that, you shouldn't take tier lists seriously. In my opinion. I don't like when people take a tier list and like make... Okay, it did do a hiccup. The stream did do a hiccup, but we're back. It happens sometimes. Don't worry, literally on Tuesday, I'm getting my Wi-Fi booster, and that should prevent any more hiccups, hopefully. I'm getting a Wi-Fi booster, I'm getting a fresh new Ethernet cable. I'm gonna like redo my setup here in the basement and have a much stronger Wi-Fi, hopefully. So those little hiccups should be forever gone, hopefully soon. But yeah, in my opinion, yeah, tier lists are cool for like expressing your opinion and perspective. Like I saw like LED Games making a tier list on her stream marathon, expressing her opinion on fast food places, which I thought was pretty cool. But I don't think like that like, you know, that's just one individual's perspective. You shouldn't let somebody else's full-on perspective influence yours. You should formulate your own perspective on things, is my opinion. Again, that's my perspective. But yeah, I'm getting a Wi-Fi booster with an Ethernet cable, like an Ethernet slot. That should help because like the signal is weak down here. But if I like hardwire into the booster and the booster like amplifies the signal, that should be fine. I am excited to like hopefully it work. So I'm also like moving furniture downstairs here from like my room so that I can actually hopefully potentially get myself a proper desk in my room, because I don't have a proper desk and I want to have a like good desk to like organize paperwork and stuff, especially if the timeline comes true where I like get a supervisor position or I get hired in IT. I just want to have like a proper workstation for like my IRL responsibilities, if that makes sense. I think that'd be so nice to have. But alas, no space. That is so understandable and real. For me, like, instead, we have this old, like, movie stand that's, like, this old piece of, like, Amish furniture. That was, like, custom built, like, ages ago. I'm talking, like, from, like, the 70s or some shiz. And it's, like, where... And it's good to store, like, my Wii games and, like, other things I can store inside of it. But it's so big and it's so annoying to sit at sometimes. But that's going to be moved down here, and that's where my new setup's going to be. So it's weird. I'm getting an upgrade, but also a downgrade in some way, shape, or form. Responsibilities, ew. Yeah, I know. Being a mid-20-year-old is a little rough. And have a good night, SM Toxic. All right, let me bonk. Let's go. We cap the zone. Uh-oh. Gosh dang it. We could just be creatures and thingies. So real. I mean, technically, I kind of am. You're lucky I don't share games. That's because I don't let them. Or they just actually, legit, they just don't care. My family does not. I don't have any, like, I'm the youngest sibling, and I'm 23. And I'm just crashing with my fam until I save up enough money and have, like, a good job where I can move out. And yeah, no one else in my family really cares about video games at all. So, like, I'm the oddball out, being a huge video game nerd. And then, so because of that, I have all my games to myself. It is like my collection. Yeah, I mean, me too, but I mean, true. Being just creature. Ideally, I wish I was a shapeshifter. 1, 2. Yeah, that was 1, 2. Yep, we're gonna rotate. Thank you for the games. GG's. We lost win-loss. So we broke even. And we'll make a new room. We have about half hour left to stream, just so y'all know. Bought like all games on our Switch, so when the new game card things came out, it locked us all out of all of it. Ooh, yeah. I've heard stories about that. And I do feel bad about that because, like, Nintendo just kind of ruined game sharing completely with the virtual game card. The only thing that it benefited was individuals such as myself, who I own all my games already. So it's like, that's like the big negative thing is, like, if you were sharing a game, if you're sharing games, Nintendo just kind of shit on that, which I don't agree with. They should have allowed for, like, game sharing to be, like, better. I'm just, like, the only one in my family who really cares about video games outside Brojin. And Brojin has, like, his own Switch. So it's, like, it didn't even influence us at all. We share physical games anyway. Like, I think actually, funny enough, chat, I think he has the physical version of Mario Strikers Battle League. I might ask for that, just for the shits and giggles of adding that to the Surprise Saturday roster. I don't like the game at all, but I might, like, add that to the Surprise Saturday roster as a joke. That way I don't have to buy the game ever myself. I can just, like, yoink it from my bro. I think he also has Mario Golf, but I think I also have Mario Golf. I'm not sure. I have to check. Oh my gosh, why is there a puppy in the game? Why? I'm never going to get away from this bit. Why? Why are you here? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you like Mario Strikers Battle League, good on ya. I am just saying, as somebody who grew up with GameCube, I do not like Battle League at all. That is just, like, my take. I really don't like it, and I think anyone who played Battle League should play the original Mario Strikers. Found Floater for the ninth time. That's crazy. As soon as you leave from us, you find Floater. I'll tell you what, if Floatus somehow, like, sees I'm streaming and wants to join us and gets into one of our games, I'm going to hop into the Insane Private so that she can yap on stream. Yoink. putting my soul here while I go to sleep. Honk. Me, 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 me. Hi, Mike. Hopefully you have a good honk me, me, me session. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I couldn't get off the hook. My soul is watching. That's not ominous at all. I just saw Akeem said hitting the sack, so good night, Akeem. I know that's late, but you have a good night, Akeem. You have a good night, Mike. Whoever's going honk me, 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 me. Hey, have good honk shoes, honk shoe. Can I please cap the zone? This zone is like a mile long. I don't like eel tail zones, chat. As a big swig, I don't like it. Good try. We got out puppied, which is sad. I'm not the good enough dog. Whoa, eel tail zones be upon us. You know what else is a mile long? Probably Hammerhead Bridge. I'd assume it's at least a mile long. Can we get the other map true? I'd rather Mahi. Nuh-uh. That's false information you're spreading on the internet. You shouldn't be doing that. I have a clip, actually, that just reminded me of. There's a clip of Alola, my buddy Alola Ways calling me cute. And I was just like, I literally went, no, no, grr, I am anything but that. It's from, like, an old Twitch stream that I did. It's like, grr, I am anything but that. I think Mike clipped it too, which is the funny thing. It's in my old clips channel. I have to find it. I will find it though, because now I'm curious. She just wants to see me flustered for some reason. I guess I have a funny enough reaction, which it's not my fault. It's not my fault if my voice goes up an octave every time somebody, like, you know, says shiz. Grr, no. I failed. Hello, Scope. Hopefully you're having a good evening, night, day, time zone, whatever it may be. Just casually playing Anarchy Open for another half hour or so before I go to bed. This has kind of been the pattern every Sunday night for a bit. Well, technically only the second Sunday, but this is like something I do because I work 3 to 11 on Sundays, so I just come home and stream for about 2 hours. Because, like, it's just, look, Ojin's not necessarily a bad wolf, I think, in lore. Like, my other characters just, you know, vibing. They technically adventurer, you know what I mean? My voice has exponential growth. What does that mean? It just fluctuates a lot. That's what happens with my voice. My voice is very fluctuatory? Is that even a word? Did I just make that up? Either way, my voice fluctuates a lot. I know fluctuates is a word. Fluctuatory, if it's not a word and I made it up, just means having the ability to fluctuate a lot. Because Chad, help me! I don't know what to do. Those equations that go y equals x squared. Chat, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm not helping. I'm here with popcorn. No! I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? I don't have a brain when I read stuff like that. It just... It just goes... And it just like... There's nothing left in my head. Okay, come on. Gotta go up here. Hopefully, maybe, possibly, I can do something. If I can aim. Oh wait, I'm a roller, man. I can't aim. But you're just too... Because I don't know how. What do you... How am I supposed to use material, question mark? I don't have a crafting table. How am I supposed to use these materials? I don't have a crafting table on me. First we mine, then we craft. Oh my gosh. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be x squared, but you'd have x in the subscript. I like your funny words. I mean, yeah. That kind of defines it. Look, I commissioned... Like, I didn't even commission this art. This was just fan art. I would commission it. I think I actually... It was fan art, and then I paid for it. But point is, this is me. This is me anytime anyone says anything. Okay? I don't know what to do. I just... Brain shut off. And that's it. You know? Like, that's... What am I supposed to say? Alright, that was game... Yeah, that was game... Did we count that one? I don't know if we counted that one or not. I think we did because it was actually close. Or we held our own for a bit. So that was 1, this was 2, this is going to be 3. Alright, have a good night, Bob. Were you pinned to a locker? No! Yeah, I don't know how she's able to dish it out. I can't dish Jack out. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. See, get it? It's funny because I need Jack. I cannot confirm or deny that sentence, and I will not elaborate any further. Instead, I'm going to play Splatoon 3 for the Nintendo Switch. Also, I like how everyone's putting on the sneaky beanie. It's silly. Amanda. Chat, look, I've heard of, like, bullying the streamer before, but I've never heard of, like, you know, this. I mean, there have been a lot of joke flirting at one point. It was more, actually, it was more on the opposite end. There was 2 viewers a long time ago. For some reason or another, they just liked the 2 types of voice acting I did. And they would get, like, a little flustered at my voice acting, which was, like, a running gag at one point in my life. There was... Yeah, it was 2 where it's just, like, someone liked my high-pitched voice, and then somebody else liked my announcer voice, I'm pretty sure. Or, if I remember correctly. It's been ages. But there was somebody who liked the announcer voice.
And then somebody who really liked this voice I do.
The fact that I'm able to drop that on a dime is, like, one of the things I love about voice acting. I'm not that good at it, but those are 2 settings I do have where I can just, like...
I can turn them on whenever I want to.
You know? I don't know why. It just kind of happens. I don't know why. You got, like, Hex Maniac or Insomniac. You got Announcer!
You, have this all the way up here?
And then you have Nerd. Basically, just a lot of different things. And obviously, y'all know my default voice. My default voice actually sounds kind of weird after voice acting. Does anyone else who is interested in voice acting have that problem? Like, whatever your, like, monotone, like, normal voice is. Got hit in the face with a wave of go voice train with that one. Lol. I didn't even go voice training. I just kind of, like, was interested in voice acting, and it just kind of led me to somehow develop those voices. Those are, like, 5 voices I could pull out of my butt whenever. You want me to pop the announcer? I'm right here. What do you want, Splat Ninja? Hopefully you're having a lovely evening here. Mongolian throat singing and having a voice I deem passable. That's crazy sentence. Shut up! In the nicest way, shut up, bro. Stop! Okay, I'm good. Slash Lightheart. Any Mongolian I could go places is wild. Do it really fast like you're selling a house. All right, now what is that? 1, 2, 3, we got an auctioneer, going once, going twice, sold. Nuh-uh. I am not. Also, ow, I got pins and needles on my foot. My foot fell asleep. Ow. But no, ideally, I don't know, chat. Going back to the voice acting talk, we're gonna do one last rotation, by the way, with like a final 3 folks. But yeah, going back to voice acting talk, genuinely, I don't know if my default voice is androgynous enough. I would love for it to be, but I don't know if it is. I don't know what voice would fit that either. But I do know that, by default, obviously, if it wasn't obvious, my voice is very heavily fluctuated on my current emotional state. So that's, I guess, a unique characteristic about myself. But I don't really know, because I think that happens to other people too. I just feel like it's on a bigger scale with me. You know what I mean? Like, also, like, I feel like I have a whole other demeanor slash attitude depending on the setting I'm in. Like, here I'm the most default when I'm streaming. For the most part, like, I am just, like, let loose. This is who I am. While I'm with family, it's a little bit of that, but with also some sense of reserving some parts of myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm closeted, I'm, you know, a couple things like that. And then at work, it's a very similar thing, but it's a lot more of a professional attitude. Oh, instead of, like, letting loose or anything, I'm sort of just locked in to sort of the whatever expectation I am given for the job I'm doing. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, have a good night, Splat Ninja. No school tomorrow. Let's go. Yippee! Whatever voice I feel like at the time I go with, I do not care. That's valid. I'm just like, I don't know. It's so, voices are a weird topic with me because of my voice being the way it is. But like I said, I'm infatuated. I'm like, literally like, so interested in voice acting. And I just love how I can do that. Legit, me voice acting, like I was just testing this out with like a friend, just like talking and like being silly with one of my friends. And like she literally responded like, Jack, you can't do that to me. Legit, your feminine voice makes me flustered and I'm a lesbian. And I was like, let's go. That just makes me happy as like somebody who's interested in voice acting. That means it's passable. Which is huge W, in my opinion. The past year, I've been putting excuses in the bottom right of live streams on why I ain't voice training. That's valid, though. Just whatever floats your own boat. You know what I mean, Icy? Like, that's my own philosophy. It's just whatever works for you in the present, do whatever. Just be Yusa. Whatever Yusa is, just be Yusa. And if Yusa isn't happy with how Yusa is, then you can work on that, and you can work at that at your own pacing. You don't have to do like a million things at once. You can take things just one small step at a time. About to say, we finally got Mahi and we're about to get freaking destroyed. My boat got hit with an iceberg and I'm the cause and the person playing the Titanic theme. I don't know why, but I also imagine just whenever I imagine a like sinking ship, I think of like the freaking like drunken sailor, like somebody on the freaking like accordion just oh my god. Yeah, yeah, they're running double screen. Why are they like this? Double screen is so, especially to Misa, who screen negatively impacts and gives me migraines. Why? Why? Why do that to Misa? Okay. I just heard the screen. Yep. Go gadget switch battery expand. God, pipe bomb, so cool. I wonder what happens if I act. So how to just get started on voice training, because there's so many ways to go about it. And it's like, it can be done for free at home, so I shouldn't spend money on it, but damn it, I don't know what in the cosmos I'm going to do on my own. That's valid, though. Like, again, like, it's okay. Maybe you can, like, get started with something if you save up money. And then, like, once you know how to do it, maybe you can, like, build off it and self-learn. I'm not quite sure, because, like, that's kind of what I did. I forget where I first learned how to modify my voice, but I just kind of did it. I think I was just doing impressions. I was doing an impression of Peridot. And, like, through doing that, I developed the nerd voice. And through doing the nerd voice, I realized I have muscle control in my mouth. That sounds wrong. I did not mean that in an inappropriate context. But I just realized I can control the way my vocal cords express themselves through doing different movements. And so, like, when I'm doing the nerd voice, right, I feel a little bit of the overbite. And so I can associate that overbite with the voice.
And then when I want to do high pitch, it's sort of like I can feel it in the back of my, like, throat a little bit. It's like you know where the uvula is? It's kind of like there. I just kind of picture, like, the middle top part. And I associate that with the higher pitched voice. which allows me to fluctuate it a little bit. Because I'm not quite sure how else to go about it. So that's what I associate it with.
And that's how I modify it in that capacity. I've already been on HRT for 11 months. I still haven't made any voice training progress. Share? Also, yes, can I also ask, can I have like 3-month dosage to try, please? Smile. As somebody who wants to be portrayed both feminine and masculine every now and then, I kind of would like to try that. Free trial, ask request. Free, well, can I get a free trial? Look, I think I would like that. Smile. I want a free trial. Nom. Yummers. And decent clothes and clip-on bangs due to awful genes, but my voice is just the worst. I mean, you can take it temporarily when it's safe. I mean, true. That's what I'm probably gonna end up doing, is do a trial run. And then if it vibes, it vibes. If it don't, it don't. Because that's the biggest... Okay. I want to ramble, but I also know I only have, like, roughly 8 more minutes of stream because I have to get some proper sleep tonight. Shoot. And I also want to read what y'all have to say, too. So I'm just like, grr, what do I do? The permanent effects don't begin until at least 6 months. You can very easily try for 6. Oh, okay, sweet. That's good to know. Need a free trial, but I have 17 alternatives, so really free permanent trial. Let's go. You fool. I have 70 alternative accounts. You'll never know my main. Okay, shoot. What was I gonna yap about now? My brain not remembering shiz. Gosh, I wish I could rewind my brain to what I was thinking. Let's just say that it's so difficult to get E around me because it just has to be. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm in like a mixed state, so I hear like some people can get access to it while others can't. That's valid though. I hope you get there one day, though, IC, where you can. I hope you can get yourself some. I forget what I was gonna say earlier. Oh, that... I remember now. I remember. Okay. So, one of the biggest problems with me on a personal level is I spent roughly 23 years of my life. It's been until literally this year. So, like, a little over 23 years. I spent 23 years of my life more so worrying about what other people think about me and trying to justify my own existence and, like, you know, instead of just existing. Everything I did to try to impress somebody else or try to, like, you know... Everything I did for someone else. I've never really done much for just me. That's starting to change. I'm trying to open myself up to not being selfish, but just like trying to figure out who is Jackogień, who is Jack, who is Ojin, who am I? Without outside influence, without caving into somebody else fully. Just existing as myself. Who is that? And I'm starting to put those pieces together. I am somebody who genuinely cares and tries to help others and try to, you know, that part of me is not changing. What is changing is
losing who I want to be and changing who I am for somebody else. That I'm trying not to do. Because I've done that for 23 years. I don't want to do it. And I don't think anyone should. I think if you're going to change, it should be because you want to change. I think if you are going to do something, it should be because you want to do it. Should be less about somebody else's it should be less about somebody else's influence and more about what your gut tells you. What does your soul say? And that's something I'm trying to do for myself. Is what do I want to do? Without the outside influence, what do I want to do? And a lot of things that are, you know, like just being Jackogień and like making content and doing streams, I'm not too picky on whatever I stream. Obviously, if I don't like a game, I'm not going to stream it. If I've never played the game before, I'm going to give it a chance, though. I did that with games that I thought I would be uncomfortable with. I still gave them a shot, and then I didn't like it, then I don't do it. That's one of the things I like to do with May I Stream, was playing games outside my comfort zone to try. You're the master of you, and isn't the thought enough to lift you off the ground? Alright, Stevie Neater, first ref. You know where my brain went? I'm an Imagine Dragons nerd. I thought a Believer. One of my favorite Imagine Dragons lyrics is literally the lyric from Believer. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. That's something I've sung so many times, but I'm starting to finally open myself up more and more to that line of thinking. No one else controls my life. I'm the one steering the boat. That is my life. I'm the master of that sea. No one else. After Pink Pearl, it comes with the territory. I mean, true. That is valid. But yeah, oh my gosh. Can I... Small rant about Imagine Dragons real quick. I know it's like the most like generalized band. I know people are like, oh, that's a stereotypical like, you know, band or whatever. Like, that's like such a nothing band. Like everyone likes it. Like, you know. I know there's a lot of hate around Imagine Dragons because like, you know, they're popular and hate on popular thing. But genuinely, some of the lyrics and the emotions they portray in their music just make me want to cry in such a good way. Especially their Mercury album. Give a listen to some of Imagine Dragons' Mercury album. I promise you, you might, like, get a little emotional. One of, like, my favorite songs from that, well, my number one favorite song is My Life. It is a emotional ride for me no matter what, all the time. But it also helps ground myself a lot. And then it's like, I'm trying to think. It's either Dull Knives or Giants from that album. I think it's Dull Knives. There's a lyric there where it talks about a smoldering flame deep in my heart. It's barely a sigh. It's barely a spark. I'm holding on through every night. Will someone please save my life? I'm crying for help. It's such a cliche. Invisible pain is filling each day. I open my mouth and I feed you a lie. Will someone please save my life? And that's part of, yeah, it's Dull Knives, that lyric. And oh my god. I listened to that song on my, like, emotional playlist, and I, like, it hits so close to home. It is such a good song to help center myself, though, and, like, just accept... Sometimes you just gotta accept that feeling, you know? Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to accept the negative feeling to help move on from it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what that song does for me. Like, I accept the bad vibe to get through it. And then I just keep on pushing through to another day. Yeah.
it's like in the middle part of the song, a smoldering flame deep in my heart, it's barely a sight, it's barely a spark, holding on through every night. Won't someone please save my life? Crying for help, it's such a cliche. Invisible pain, it's filling each day of my mouth. Feed you a lie. Won't someone please save my life? It's fleeting, no repeating. Dull knives, taking my life. A slow burn flame from the inside. Such a freaking god. I love that song. It's so freaking, like I said, it helps me out because I don't know about anyone else, but sometimes you just gotta feel the emotion in the moment to help release it, and then you can like listen to something else to calm yourself back down. That's why like Dull Knives is like one of the first songs on my playlist, and then it's like, you know, another song to help relax. So it's a good ass song in my opinion. Again, I'm very biased towards Imagine Dragons, but if you listen to those, listen to some of their song lyrics, some of them are very like emotional like that, or some of them tell like a story or a message that just, God, they're my favorite band. And I don't think that's gonna change unless, like, you know, something big happens. But like, they've helped me almost every stage of my life, and they continue to do so. And with that little ramble and plug about how much I adore Imagine Dragons, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you all for joining me for session 2 of Anarchy Open, or Late Night Anarchy Open. I will be continuing to do these, probably every Sunday or so. So, we'll see. Also, the stream has 1 dislike. I guarantee you it's one of those homophobe that I banned, which is funny. I just like open YouTube Studio. I just see instantly 1 dislike. It's like, I wonder who that's from. You know, by the way, chat, fun story. If you didn't know, the dislike button actually helps the streamer because it counts as engagement, and engagement actually boosts the streamer video. So thank you for that dislike. It actually helped my channel. Smile. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, glad you did. Have a good rest of your night, evening, day, time zone. Pearl, I swear, we're ending. Grr. But anyway. Oh wait, shoot, before I hit the end button, actually, let me pull that clip, before I forget about it. Because I do want to, like, pull the clip that I referenced before with, like, me and Alola. Wow, it's, like, instantly right here. Wow, I forgot that it was, like, the most recent clip. Let me actually play it for stream here, actually. I don't know how loud this is going to be, so headphone warning.
You will be. You are, to me, anyway.
I need to...
And you will be even more. So. Did you just call me cute? I'm sorry, did you just...
That was so cute of you.
Shush. Grr. I am anything but that.
For real. No, but that was a cute thing to say. Okay, I'm gonna turn my mic.
So, yeah, that was the clip. Yeah, that... Just a little memory lane from my time streaming on Twitch randomly with Alola. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Peace, love, and good vibe. Take care. Bye-bye.